up? What's up? It's your boy Tay Speaks.
What's poppin'? It's your girl J Money, the soul pleaser.
And what's good? It's your boy D Norvell.
Welcome to another episode of Juice 901 JUICE J Dane and Speaks. The original cast back in the building. Let's make some noise for that. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Y'all, I think we're back.
And we back.
And we back.
I think we back.
It feels good to be back.
It's JUICE.
Hey.
And we back.
And we back.
And we back.
Hey. And we back. And we back. And we back. And we back.
And we back.
Hey, and we back.
J-U-J-U.
And we back.
J-U-J-U.
What they say?
You already know how the theme song go. J-U-I-C-E. J Dana Speaks.
J-U-I-C-E.
J Dana.
J-U-I-C-E.
J Dana Speaks.
Said J to the U, to the I, to the C, to the E.
J-U-I-C-E.
J Dana. I.
J-U-I-C-E.
Hey.
Let's go.
Hey.
J.
I'm rich, don't ask because I'm clean to know what it's like.
You already know how the theme song go. J Dana Speaks.
We back, y'all.
Yeah.
I love that part of the
Yeah.
I love that part of the show.
That might be our official theme song now, bro.
J-U-I-C-E. I love it. I love it. What y'all think? Y'all like that?
Do you like it?
I think it make you rock.
Yeah, look.
J-U-I-C-E.
Dana Speaks.
It gets you pumped up. It gets you hyped.
It gets you ready for the show. Let's go. Like we always say, welcome to another episode of Juice 901 with J Dane Speaks, the official podcasters of Memphis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anywho, what's poppin', Juice Gang? It feels good to be back. Glad to be back with my brothers.
Welcome.
But recently, it's been International Podcast Day on September 30th. It just passed.
Let's go. Shout out to all the podcasters.
So we're going to get right into the main topic, and we kind of want to segment that around to podcasting. I want to talk about podcasts. So recently, we just went to the Pod Box this past weekend with Ina Esco. How did you guys like that?
I think it was dope. It was well organized. I think this is her maybe like third or fourth time doing it. It gets bigger and bigger every year. So shout out to Ina.
I just like networking with people, meeting new people.
Facts.
And it's so cool when you go and you see other people that are also on their grind, their hustle. And you're like, hey, what's up, man? It's good to see you. You know, it's good. And it's also good to be recognized, you know. So
yes,
I just think overall it was a good time. And I think it was the second annual, right? It was I think it was the second one.
For the festival, probably. So
yeah, the second annual festival. Y'all come to the third one. Y'all can catch us there. So it's just good to kind of, as we grow, we see that also growing, you know. So I just think it was cool.
What was your favorite part?
Probably the performance. We showed up and Mr. Speaks here.
Hey man.
Shout out to my brother.
And somebody's like, "You performing?" He's like, "What you mean?"
Shout out to Kat.
He's like, "What you mean am I performing?" And she's like, "I thought you were one of the artists." He's like, "There's an artist, I can be." And she's like, "Okay." And then the man went up there and did his thing, man.
Stay ready.
A true testament of if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Yeah.
Speaks. Who was your favorite part?
I would say the performance, but also I really enjoyed Amanda Seales, bro.
Yes.
But I also really enjoyed the podcast pitch. It's interesting seeing people. I don't know, like we had
talk about their art.
Exactly, yeah. One person brought out a couch because it's nothing like a presentation. So I love seeing presentations where there's some PowerPoint. Like, how can you make this interesting if I never saw it before? So that's always interesting. So shout out to them also.
Yes,
I think it's called Granny's Couch or something like that.
Okay. So I was on the radio 88.5 and we got to actually do like a short interview with Ina Esco, and she was just talking about how she felt last year with seeing, I guess, like the old podcasters and versus this year. Because you see a lot of old.
Her too. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you see like a lot of old faces and new faces. So I was like, how was that just seeing the crowd grow? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you started off like this, because I think she did too. So this was her second one. So I was just like, how was it actually seeing the crowd grow from last year's event? It was a full weekend to this year's event, which was a full weekend as well. And it was great. She was just talking how she felt the impact it did on the community. And of course, I gave her props and thanked her because we definitely need stuff like that, especially in Memphis. But it was one particular thing that I did remember from the Pod Box this past weekend. It was somebody in the audience was just talking about, okay, what she needed to start a podcast. And when you go to these festivals, it always brings me back to when we first started. And I was just we wanted to tell her so bad, but she was like talking in the audience to Amanda Seales. But me and Tay were looking like, and Dane, we were just looking like, bro, you don't need all that stuff to actually start a podcast. Because she was saying, yeah, I just want a full team. I want this equipment. I want that. And we were just like, bro, we literally started on SoundCloud with just audio in my apartment room.
And go ahead.
I just think that with art in general, I feel like a lot of people think they have to be perfect in order to release whatever their content is, whether it be a song, whether it be a book, whether it be whatever it is. A lot of times people think they have to be perfect. And the fact of the matter is you'll never be perfect. And your goal is just to put out the content, and you will grow as your audience grows. You will improve the more you do the content.
Facts.
And I get it. You know, I think it was the great thing about the festival. The great thing about the festival is it puts creators in a room where they can talk and bounce ideas off of each other. And I really love the fact that it was a non-judging atmosphere, and people were able to come and ask genuine questions, because I think a lot of people might ask that kind of question. You know, like, okay, radio is a lot. You know, I need the mics, I need the mixers, whatever I need to get started. Okay, well, how am I going to market myself? Now I need a marketer, I need a publicist, I need whatever. So I can see how it can, you know, come across that way. But the fact of the matter is, all you need is a cell phone and time.
Yes. Everyone's not perfect. So
yeah, I'll even go as far as saying all you need is time. I think that I agree 100%, bro. And this is, I don't know if you listen to this, I don't want you to take this as shade, but more so educational moment, because you don't need much to start. And I agree that everybody wants to start perfect. Even if you do music, if you shoot movies, people crap on Tubi a lot, but I mean, the reality is they're starting somewhere and they're pushing their stuff on Tubi is a major platform now. It didn't start a major platform, but people are really getting the feel of how to do to a movie.
And it's giving people a chance to show their work on Tubi as well. Like, I know we make jokes and stuff, but Tubi really doing his thing, if you really ask me.
It's funny.
But
and it's not going to look, my bad, and it's not going to look like a major action film. First of all, do you know how much money goes into a major action film? Like, you got to start where you are. You got to, if you don't have the, what's the word I'm looking for?
Capital. You don't have the capital.
You don't have the capital. You don't have you're not in a position where you can fund that much. You have to start where you are. Now, they could have waited till they got on Tyler Perry and Michael Bay, all of them areas. They could have waited till they reached those areas, but that not alone. First of all, there's years of not putting out content. There's years of not learning the craft, and by the time you get there, you're still gonna hate. Here's the thing about if you're a creator, and let's be honest, if you start off perfect, in your opinion, 2 years from now, you're still gonna look back at your work like, because the camera, the quality perfect, the audio perfect. But you're gonna listen to your voice. You're gonna listen to you. Still trying to. You have to find your voice. It's more than having a camera.
Yeah, you're your own harshest critic.
Yeah, you're gonna always critique yourself. So it's just like the reality is start where you are, and it doesn't have to be perfect. If you don't know what to say on the podcast, just talk. Just podcast is a platform. It's not radio where you have to be prepared. A podcast is a place where you can be unprepared, but you can still keep professional and let these people know, like, yo, this is my first episode. I am nervous, but I want to let y'all know I'm nervous up front, and I want to give it to y'all straight because I want this podcast to be as authentic as possible. And people will lean towards that because they can feel
your realness. They can feel
right.
Exactly. They're not being the character.
Out what he got and what he's around his environment.
And he's not saying He's not saying not to be prepared, right?
Yeah.
You should be prepared, but the fact of the matter is, get started. Get started.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Don't judge yourself too hard. Just get started. If you love what you're doing, it doesn't matter if you have one person watching you. You do it because you want to do it, and it's your craft. You're trying to get better at your own craft, right? You do things for yourself, and the rest will come. Right?
Facts. And y'all know our story. Started with a phone in the middle of the bed. And we had a microphone, but if you remember, we weren't even using the microphone.
Right.
A microphone was just for show.
We was hitting record on a phone, yes.
Voice memo, shout out to the iPhones. Voice memo and upload to SoundCloud. And then once we got a cameraman, and like I said, these are all things that you can learn yourself. We had a cameraman, shout out to P. Will, but after a while he had other obligations, so you had to learn on your own. And the good thing about learning on your own is if you want to go somewhere, we got the camera. We got the roadcaster. We got the editing software. Now we can just pick up and go instead of, hey, are you free on this day? Just pick up and go.
Facts.
So,
well, y'all.
overthinking.
Yeah. get out here, and if you're interested in doing radio, interested in doing really interested in doing anything, just do it. Just get out and do it. I think that's the message.
Facts.
But good event, great event.
Yes.
Yeah, great event. Anything else on that?
Nope. I think we could wrap it up and lean into our next segment.
Well, I do want to say one thing before we get into that. Sorry.
Hurry up,
I
then.
know. Just hear me out.
Wrap it up then.
How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling great. We didn't do that.
Yeah,
So we got
how you
this
feeling?
segment called "How You Feeling." This might kill me with that sound effect.
I love it.
So how you feeling? It's a segment where it's not just, you know how you be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm good. It's something to say. We want to know, how are you really feeling mentally? This is called checking in with the juice, checking in with the guest and all that. How you really feeling? How you really feeling, Jay?
Why I gotta be first?
Because you always first. Go
What
ahead.
do you say?
You don't want to go? I'll go.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, fine. I was hoping that you'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go.
Didn't.
She's never gonna do that.
Yeah, it's
Never.
cool. Well, I'm good. Week's been a little stressful, a little busy, but pressure makes diamonds. So I mean, I've been good. I'm blessed. Woke up. Good. We started doing our own Bible study, which is good.
Shout out to Bible study.
Yeah, and I think that's really been helping, especially mentally. It gives me a lot of things to think about, and it gives me an additional task to do in the week. But it's like a task that I look forward to. So yeah, helps you seek to learn and understand. So I'm good. What about y'all? Jay?
Jay?
Okay, I'll go. Well, the good thing about me is I went from from just be feeling okay to feeling good, and hopefully that good can turn into amazing.
Great.
Just a lot of transitional this past month, just a lot of changes, a lot of depressing things going on, but I didn't let that kind of just get me down. I kind of kept lifting myself up, and thank you guys for being somebody to lean on and being an ear and helping me through whatever I'm going through. Don't want to get too into it, but I just want to say, like, during that period I was very disciplined on like cutting down bad habits, and I think God definitely took note of that, because once I cut those bad habits out, kind of like a fast, right? God was like, okay, let me throw this at you. Let me give you a little bit of that.
I love that.
Yes, I've been improving in a lot of areas. Like, a lot of good things has been happening. I've been getting a lot of yeses and not a lot of nos.
Good.
So, but the beginning of September, when all the bad stuff was happening, I was just like, dang, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But I'm just like, you know what? Let me get focused. Let me have that tunnel vision. Let me cut back on bad habits that's not helping me. You know what I mean? So it was just like, okay, God has definitely rewarded for that, and I'm grateful.
I'm glad to hear that. God will give you struggles to make you turn towards Him, so He can show you the way out. So I'm so happy that you've moved up a level. Love to hear.
You know what I mean?
Love to hear.
Facts, man.
Mr. Speaks.
Speaking of moving up a level, I think that my mission is I think I've been good overall. I just been really hyper focused on growth in all aspects. Back in the gym, and if y'all know me, y'all know I work out a lot, but I ain't been to the gym since my birthday. Shout out to September 14th. But it
was a move.
It was a movie, but I'm back in there.
Gotta do it.
Facts. Because it helps me out mentally also. But and it helps me be more disciplined. But overall I've been good. I can't complain. I just been on a mission, like you said, been getting callbacks on a lot of things. And also we often talk about the progression of Juice 901. I'm glad that the new followers we're getting. Shout out to all y'all, the new people we getting, the spotlight we're getting on Juice 901, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any of that. I just been, focused on ending this year right. Not trying to rush anything, but I got high hopes for the end of this year in all aspects. So I think that if we keep going, and believe it or not, I think Bible study is somehow helping with that. I think that God is listening, and His presence has beginning to feel a little different. So I think that Bible study, I think He sees effort. And I don't know, if you give an effort, I think that He gives you blessings. It doesn't have to be perfect. Once again, it doesn't have to be perfect. But if you show an effort, I think that blessings come in. So
Facts.
overall, I've been good.
Good deal. Now I think we can get into the segment. I
Let's
just
get
wanted
it.
to check in with y'all, man. You already know what's going on.
You already know the vibes. They call me Tay Speaks, and we do this podcast live. Psych.
Hey,
It's Random Thoughts with Speaks. You already know just what we do.
It's Random Thoughts with Speaks.
I got my freestyle back. How about you?
It's Random Thoughts with Speaks.
You know we ride like we live in a zoo.
It's Random Thoughts with Speaks.
You already know this check out with Speaks. It's Random Thoughts with Speaks. You already know.
Hey,
Let go.
hey,
Let go.
hey,
Let go.
hey.
Let go. It's Random Thoughts with Speaks. What's up? I go by the name of Tay Speaks. Y'all like Tay Speaks? I love Tay Speaks. I love myself. Shout out to God. Shout out
He
to
was
my
about to say
tattoo.
what's
Let's
poppin'.
get it.
But, you know.
First of all, I never say what's popping. You can never be Tay Speaks.
You just mad because you say decompose.
You do say that he gonna hold it against you too.
I love it.
He gonna hold it against you until you decompose.
Yeah, probably. That's
He gonna
tough.
hold it against
That's tough. Probably.
That was deep.
But what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Checked Out with Speaks. Where I give y'all a peek into what goes on into my brain, and it's something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now. But I've been trying to structure it, but it finally hit me today. Let's talk about how entry jobs are not really entry level jobs, bro.
Oh.
It comes behind, when you get in your application mode where you're filling out applications, and let's say, especially anything with finance. Let's say you want to be an entry level accountant. Some of these jobs are not really they want you to not, besides the education, they want you to have at least 2 or 3 years of experience, internship here. You got to have this. Like, the reality is, from my understanding, an entry level job is a job where you go in with minimum experience, because they know you have minimum experience, and they train you on how to do this, because this is your entry point to get the experience that you need for the jobs that requires 10 plus years experience.
Yeah. The problem is these jobs already know they're not creating positions for entry level people.
Right.
They're creating
Facts.
positions to give to somebody who they know they want to give the job to.
Yeah.
So they have somebody in mind already, and a lot of times they pick the person, and then to try to conform with some kind of law or whatever, they're gonna make a job and offer it to the masses just to already know who they're gonna give the job to, right? So I think a lot of times we're looking at like, what don't I have? What am I missing? You're not really missing anything, it's. That's why people say it's who you know, not what you know.
Facts.
And why networking is such a big thing, getting your face out there, because it's easy to get bottlenecked. And then I also know that school's not for everybody. People have their own journey, their own path, but you have to get out and do something. And networking is a huge way to do that. If you're not going to go to school and get some kind of, because that paper means a lot.
It does.
Believe it or
It's a
not,
big paycheck difference.
it's a huge paycheck difference, right? And that piece of paper can open up doors to you. It may not get you, it won't get you the job 99% of the time, but it at least will have somebody look at you. You know what I mean? And if you're not going to do that, go out and network with people, because it's hard out here. It's
It
hard.
really is. Don't call me no conspiracy theorist or anything like
Theorist.
that. But I definitely think it ties back into like this economy and how horrible it is,
Okay.
because I feel like they're trying to cut out that middle class. So a lot of jobs that are like, okay, we're going to say this is entry level, but this is really for people who got, a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more networking, a little bit more experience in that. So they can pay, I don't know really how to say it. So they can at least pay them what they want to pay them.
Yeah.
Conversation's trying to bring it back, though.
I think you're right. I think you're right, though. I think in the age of automation and IT, companies are trying to figure out any way possible to cut and save money, because they know they can go and have a robot do your job. And I think that's why you go to like grocery stores nowadays and you see nothing but checkout lines. And it's because it's cheaper to pay a maintenance man once a month. And
speaking of grocery stores, it's crazy, because when I go to the grocery store, I'm used to seeing people like having carts full of stuff, maybe even 2, with their families. Now it's just like people barely have their cart full. It's just like what they need for right then and there, or for the next couple of days, and then they coming back. They're eating as they go.
I think going back to the topic of jobs and entry level, like not being able to get hired now, it seems like, I think all that correlates. You've got not only are people not able to get jobs, because the jobs already know who they want. With the economy, your thing with the economy being bad, the prices of groceries going up. People are not having the jobs that are paying good because other people, because they're basically gatekeeping. Now they can't afford to get groceries, and now it's almost cheaper to go to fast food. But guess what? You're going to fast food because it's cheaper to get healthy food, and now people are getting unhealthy. Well, guess what? You can't afford a gym membership. So it's just like, and of course, everything is fact based, but you can kind of see how all of this stuff weighs down, and it brings mental pressure on you, and it'll encourage you to be down and all that. But yeah, back to your topic. It's crazy. Entry level jobs are not entry level at this point.
No, of course not. I mean, it goes back to what you said. And by the way, Steve, you can come in. By the way, I don't know if you're waiting on us to come in, but he's in the building.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Come on in, Steve.
Steve.
But yeah, like it goes back to what you're saying about like it sucks, but it comes in handy when you're the lucky one who people know. Networking is everything, bro. That's how you get the callbacks 6 months from now and when the job closed, but they remember you. So it's like lasting impressions, and networking is everything, bro. And letting people know.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, letting people know what you do. Like I've had to do that. Like, yo, my name is blah 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 blah. I'm majoring in this. This is this. This is where I'm interested in going. How do I get there?
Yeah, don't be afraid to speak up. Like you gotta have your own back because nobody else is gonna have it. So you gotta get out there. You cannot
be afraid to speak up
and do what you gotta do.
And your manager should be okay with you telling her or him where you're trying to go. Now, if they just selfish and be like, I'm not gonna tell nobody like that, and you shouldn't be going. That's different. You gotta leave that job.
Yeah.
And if you get a no in these internships or interviews or whatever, if you get a no, do not burn bridges. If you get a no, take that as okay, what did I learn from this job? How can I use that to make myself better? I got to know that's their loss. It's not my loss or whatever. But how can I develop myself and grow and keep those relationships, right? Because even though a no just means not right now. You know what I mean? That's all that means. It's not right now. That doesn't mean in the future that they won't consider you, that they won't use you or whatever. So keep a positive attitude. Pray. If these jobs say that they entry level and they turn out not to be, that's their bad, right? At the end of the day, they're missing out on talent. Be yourself and the rest will come.
Facts, I agree, man. But let us know what y'all think about entry jobs. Do y'all think entry level jobs are actually entry level nowadays? Let us know. But it's been checked out with Speaks. With Tay Speaks, you already know what's going on.
I love that.
But let's get into this other topic, right?
So what's next?
I ain't even give it. How you gonna skip me?
That's crazy. Go ahead, just do it now.
Nah, I ain't
all right.
That's crazy.
You love. You ready for the next topic? Hey,
you Robert didn't know though.
Hey,
and if you didn't know, it is a fable.
Or is it a fact?
Is it a fact? Or is it a fable?
Hey.
Is it a fact? Is it a fact?
Hey.
Or is it a fable? That's all. Is it a fact?
Fact.
Or is it a fable? Is it a fact?
Fable.
Fact.
Fable.
Fact.
Fable.
Fact.
Fable.
Fact.
Fable.
Fable. Whoa. Is it a fact?
Fable.
Fable. With Dean Norvell. With Dean Norvell. With Dean Norvell. Is it a fact? Is it a fact or fable? With Dean Norvell.
Why do y'all keep adding this on like Hispanic vibe?
That's your culture, bro.
No, it is not. I am a black man. Y'all,
Allegedly.
please do not
These
cancel.
are all allegations.
Do not cancel me for the transgressions.
I like
of my
how
peers.
both of you guys had your eyes closed. I was like,
So
I don't
you get
have
in your
enough
mode.
room
I was feeling
to close my
I
eyes.
said fable like 12 times, so maybe there's all fables on this. Well, guys, what's funny?
Me and Jay just be doing the same thing. I don't know. It's nothing that you did.
I can't stand them. Welcome back to another segment of Fact or Fable, where I, your host, D. Norvell, gives you a statement that is either a fact or a
fable.
Okay. And you all, the crowd, have to tell us whether or not it is indeed a fact or a
fable.
Are y'all ready? Y'all know the rules? I'll wait. Okay, I'm sure they know it at this point. Are y'all ready?
Why do y'all
They get
keep
it.
making me laugh?
I won last week.
He did win last week. That was
Again
his.
too.
Shaniqua.
Yeah, that was his first.
Wow.
Did
I
I
thought
win
she
against?
was gonna
Did I
win.
lose against Anissa?
Anissa beat you twice.
That's crazy. These are all allegations.
Anissa beat you twice, which is why.
About one though. That's it. You finna get washed too.
Oh, this is the last.
Hold
Are
on,
y'all
hold on.
ready?
They get it.
All right.
Oh wow.
Y'all ready? Cool. Drum roll, please. Fact or fable number 1. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance.
Fact.
Fact.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Drum roll. That is a fact. We are at 1-1. Everybody, let's give them a round of applause. We're at 1-1. Good job, y'all. Good job. Good job.
Good job, Tay.
Good job. Good job.
Good job,
We've got a
Jay.
lot of them today
Money.
too, so we're gonna see what y'all really know.
Gonna be an L either way.
All right, ready? Sharks are the only fish that can blink with both eyes. Fact or fable?
Fact.
Fable.
We've got a fable and we've got a fact. I'm going to read it one more time. Sharks are the only fish that can blink with both eyes.
Fact.
And you say fable.
Mm-hmm.
Drum roll, please. That is a fact. Yeah, source
Ooh-wee.
the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has said that. So
It's looking
Yeah.
real fishy.
if NOAA said that, we are at 2-1. Y'all ready for the next one?
For sure.
Fact or fable number 3. The Eiffel Tower can grow up to 15 feet taller in the summer due to heat expansion. You know that is a metal structure, right?
Yeah.
So you know what
But
happens with heat.
Heat.
Fact or
crazy.
fable? The
Yeah,
Eiffel
nigga.
Tower can grow up
Fable.
to 15 feet taller in the summer due to heat expansion.
It's made up. That's a fable.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say fable too.
Okay, we got a fable and we got a fable. Drum roll, please. What kind of snare drum is that? That is a fable. We are at 3-2. All right, so 1 point. Come on, Jay. Don't let this man beat you.
Come on, Jay. Come on. I'm in my bag now.
Come
Oh my
on,
god, I
Jay.
feel
I'm in my
attacked.
bag.
Come on, let's get a good one here. For y'all beef eaters, fact or fable? Cows have best friends and become stressed when separated from them.
Facts.
Fact.
That is a fact.
Come on now.
That's kind of crazy. The ground beef you eating had a friend.
I live with a person who loves cows.
That burger you eating had a what?
I live with a person who loves cows.
I like them too. They taste real good.
I don't live with you, Dane. I'm talking about my experience.
4-3, right?
Right.
4-3.
I get stressed when I get separated from my
Is that
best
number
friend,
right?
too.
4-3.
Yes, I
Wait.
do.
It's a 1 point difference, whatever it is.
I do.
2 point. No, 1 point.
It's a 1 point difference. You're not that good.
4-3.
You're not that good.
L is a L.
Fact or fable? Honey never spoils and has an infinite shelf life.
That's a fact. Shout out to Honey. Honey don't got no expiration date.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Copying off me. Everything I say, she say, bro.
Okay. That is a fact. All right, guys. Here's the last one. Or maybe we'll do 2 more. We'll see. We'll see how this one goes. Fact or fable?
Mhm.
Humans share 50% of their DNA with bananas.
Fact.
Humans share 50% of their DNA with bananas.
That's a fable.
Drum roll, please.
Prrr.
Fact.
I know he just wanted Jay to catch up
That
this whole
comes
time.
from the
That's what he
National
wanted.
Human Genome Research Institute.
That's what, it's all
Don't
he,
ask me.
that's all
Ask
he
the
wanted.
National Human Genome Research Institute.
Man got,
I don't make them up. I just look it up. You know, that's all that
I
is.
knew
You
what the
need
play
to
Hey.
start-
was.
You need to start retaining information.
This was
Yes.
they plan the
Yes.
whole
in
time.
your
That's all it is.
cranium, so you can
This
be.
might be
That's all
feeling
it
bad
is.
for the
You can't.
opposition
That's all
every
it is.
time.
Okay, let's see if y'all
Watch.
get this one. Fact or fable? The Great Wall of China is the only man-made structure visible from space.
From space.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The Great Wall of China
They said, huh,
is
like
the
she know.
only man-made structure visible from space. Fact or fable?
Answer the question, bro.
Why I gotta be first?
5, 4, 3, 2. Give me an answer. 1. What's your answer?
Fable.
What's your answer?
Fable.
Why you look at her when you said that?
She look at me when I answer my question.
It is a fable. Dang, why
Let's get
you?
it.
I'm trying to get a winner here. This is why I keep going.
You can, you
I'm
know,
trying
you
to get
normal,
one.
you normal win.
Right now, y'all are tied. Okay, so I'm trying to
He
get a
wants to
winner.
be tied so bad.
Goldfish have a memory span of only 3 seconds. Fact or fable?
Fact.
Fact.
That's a fable. So both of y'all are wrong. Research has shown that goldfish have a memory
It's a
span.
dory fish who don't got no memory.
Goldfish have a memory span of several months. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Fact or fable?
Fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna say fact.
It's a
Hey, but
fact.
these are my real answers.
Give me a drum roll, everybody.
Give us a mouth problem.
Give me-
Brrr.
Yeah, you're not gonna win.
Who you got? I'm cold at
Fact or
mouth. She
fable?
not gonna
You
win.
swallow about 8 spider a butte. You swallow a butte 8 spiders a year while sleeping.
Wait, say it. What's the question?
You swallow about 8 spiders a year while sleeping. Fact or fable?
Fable.
Can I call a lifeline?
No.
Okay.
Who would your lifeline be?
You swallow about 8 spiders a year while sleeping. Fact or fable?
That's a fable.
What did I say?
You said fable.
Do y'all agree with each other?
Yeah.
I just.
I'll give you one last chance. You sure?
Yeah.
Drum roll, please. That is a fable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. It looks like this week on Fact or Fable, it is a tie.
Oh, wait. Rock, paper, scissors. Let's go.
That doesn't mean anything. No.
Let's go. I
No,
won. Fool,
no.
you sold it.
That's not how this works in my book.
That's crazy.
Not
That's
how
why
this
you can't
works in my book.
He got on a Jesus Christ necklace.
Yeah,
He ain't even real.
it doesn't have to be real. It's not about me. It's about him.
Fact or fable,
Anywho.
man.
Thank you for tuning in to another segment of Fact or Fable. Let us know what y'all got right and what y'all got wrong. I mean, I think those are pretty interesting. It was, a variety of topics or whatever. Y'all
That was decent.
Whatever. If y'all got some topics that you'd like to be on Fact or Fable next week, let us know and I'll put them in there. That's what we'll do. Just give me the segment, the topic. I'll do the research for you so you don't have to. But yeah, that's Fact or Fable.
It's the brains.
What we got coming up next, y'all?
We got this segment that's supposed to decompress us, but we'll see. J Money keep the peace coming up next. Let's get it.
You know what? I'm not even gonna go into my segment. I'm just gonna let one of you do it.
If I do it, we talking about everything but peace.
That's crazy.
No, I'm saying the
Hey.
intro.
What they say? J Money, please keep the P.
Yeah.
J Money, please
What?
keep the
P. Yeah.
You know that she want it, she want it. You know that she want it, she want it. You know that she. What they say? J Money, please. No, I need it. No, I need it. No, I please it. J Money, she want it. You know that she want it, she want it. You know that she want it. I love that J Money, please. I love that so much. Y'all don't understand. That's probably my favorite theme. My favorite theme song. I like
We
that.
know.
I like that.
What's
better
up,
than Fact or
y'all? It's Shakari J Money, the soul pleaser.
Haters.
I need everybody to just. And I just want to talk about.
Can we get the real one? You're a counterfeit.
What's poppin', Juice Gang? Welcome to another segment of J Money. Please keep the
Please.
peace.
Please.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back. On this episode, on this segment, we're celebrating podcasting. We just had International Podcast Day. So here's my question. Does Memphis, because we are Juice 901, right?
Uh-oh.
Does Memphis have any areas opportunity to create more avenues for podcasting or helping each other build up?
Does it have any areas of opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
I think the Podbox Festival that we just went to is a clear example that there are people out there who are interested in investing in the community. The Memphis Library Works, whatever it's called, the Association of Libraries, whatever the governmental entity is that runs our library program. I learned a lot about what they offer for people in our field.
I didn't even know
And I didn't even know that, which I think is great. But I think there's opportunity. I just think that we have a problem. I think this is more widespread than Memphis, but since we're talking about Memphis, I think there's a problem with gatekeeping. And I think a lot of people look at it as it's a competition when in reality, everybody can eat because everybody has their own crowd, their own engagement, their own friend circle or whatever. So I like to see more events like that and not have to wait a whole year for everybody to get together again. But yeah, I think there's space.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that, like you said, the Podbox and also just helping people who need the help. I think if we continue to do that and not try to make it like, if you don't know if you didn't start your podcast around this time, then you can't really be like, I think because we are still growing and Memphis is also growing in the podcast space in general. And don't worry about people. Don't get into this whole conversation about everybody want to do a podcast and all that. Like the people who not really committed like that gonna fall off anyway. Just try to extend the help regardless of if they gonna be in it a long time or not. Just tell them how to do it. Let them know how to do it and let them know the work that comes with it. And also, like I stress all the time when it comes to mentioning the podcast, y'all, it's so much more than talking. So before you make that commitment, I want you to know it's so much more than talking. You still have to get people to listen. You have to market it. You have to learn how to edit. It's more than just hopping on the mic and talking.
Right.
So do know that, and you don't need a lot of people for that. Like we reiterate what we said in the beginning. You don't need a whole team for that. If you got one, cool, that's great. But you know, learn the craft just in case somebody doesn't show up, and that means you can do it yourself, and the show can continue. So
right,
yeah.
For me, I definitely think there is a lot of opportunity for Memphis to improve in that area. Like you said, gatekeeping and all that. And the Pop Box is a great example, but that is just one thing. So I just want us to make sure, like, when we are feeling like we want to, you know, I guess give back in a way, tell people about how to start a podcast, or like, you know, put other people on and showing them the way if we do have that opportunity, but also know your balance, because there is people out there that will take advantage of you, or people are not going to respect your space like how you respect your space. So definitely what's that word? Telling people to, you know, what you guys are about and how to respect your space. It starts with an I.
Huh?
I that talks about respecting your space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
The last part of the word is rates.
Isolate? No. Incinerate?
Like you're
Webster.
saying it again.
We need Webster.
Illiterate?
Illiterate?
No, that's not it. That's
You
not
got
it.
it.
That's illiterate is not it. Iterate, reiterate.
Yes,
Reiterate.
reiterate.
And what are you asking?
Start with
What
an R, by
are
the
you
way.
using reiterate for? I'm confused. Why are we using whatever? Reiterate. Whatever she said. Reiterate. Yeah.
Reiterate is repeating
Reiterate
something.
on how to respect your space, because people will come in and take advantage and do whatever they want to do, and that's
Okay.
not what you're going for, and that's not their brand. Respect each other's spaces. Don't just give people numbers out or give people's social media out if they don't want to. Ask what is the proper way to network. Make sure you guys are doing that as well. And hopefully one day we don't need this balance and everybody can be respectful and we can put Memphis on in the podcasting game and we just keep getting bigger and bigger. So that's my piece on that. Thank
Yeah,
you
to
guys
piggyback
for
on that, when it comes to the networking thing, man, sometimes you have to weigh your time. Like if let's say Jay, I'm trying to get an interview from Jay, I know she about to leave. Sometimes you just gotta ask, bro. And if it goes well, cool. And also, it's okay to take alternative routes to the same goal. Like if you know this person usually gets emailed, it's a mega superstar. They usually get emails. Slide in the DM, slide in the comments, slide in. It's just like all they can say is no. So when you start marketing your brand, bro, you're gonna realize hustling is very key to everything that you do. Sometimes all you gotta do is ask. And most times it'll be for free, which you will find out. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
If y'all need any advice, holla at Juice 901. Juice 901 ebook is coming out real soon.
The Juice 901 ebook. You gotta hit your head with it. Ebook.
So be on the lookout for that, man. JUICE. Y'all got anything to add to that?
The Juice 901 ebook.
I should never get them started.
It took us a long time to work on that ebook. I love it so much. Thank y'all guys for tuning in to another episode of Juice 901. We are Juice 901. That is Jay, Dane, and Speaks. Yeah, whatever. And we hope you've enjoyed this episode of Juice 901. You will catch us weekly. And if there's anything that you'd like to see us talk about, let us know.
We'll
talk
Y'all
about it.
see what I have to deal with?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, you don't see her behind the camera. She's worse. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, what he said. But yeah, you can follow us on all platforms at Juice 901 Podcast. You can hit us on email at juice901talk@gmail.com. So please get up with us. We're here to sponsor your business and make you a better version of you.
But I got a question. Who got the juice?
We got the juice.
I think we
got the juice.
We've got the juice. Yeah, it didn't work.
That man went Horace. Smokey Robinson?
It didn't work as well as the last. You know what we normally do. I'm just going to do what we normally do.
I got the juice. I got the juice. You had to go to the level. He had to stand out every time, bro. Who
Juice
got the juice?
901 Talk.
Let's get it.
Keep the peace.